Hello, I am here with another draw speed paint video, which is also a drawing video, and I decided that I was going to paint another digital painting, but this time, instead of just going at it blindly, I was going to do it in the style of an artist which I considered decent enough to copy from. So the artist is Kiwi Byrd. That should have been in the title, but I'm going to refer to them as they because I have no idea what they'd rather me call them. So they it is. Kiwi Byrd does a lot of Steven Universe art. A lot of semi-realistic painterly stuff, and I've been following them for a few years now. I really like the stuff they paint. They seem to have a lot of commissions, which seems pretty good. Quite a big fan base, in my opinion. About 200k subs on YouTube, maybe approaching 300k. They had a tutorial on painting skin, and I used that mainly to help me with this. I did change a couple of things. It's not 100% Kiwi Byrd style. Without a doubt, it definitely has my own style, I guess, to it, especially since it was a much darker skin tone than the tutorial, and also half a demon type thing, so I had to just figure that out myself. For Kiwi Byrd, you can definitely see that they have changed a lot. Style has changed a lot over the years, since 2015, I guess. Those are the kind of videos I watched the earliest from theirs. I'm not sure if they posted videos earlier than that. But the style I was copying was the earliest style. So like the 2015, 2016 type style. I'm sure the skin tutorial was from 2015 or something. From watching that tutorial, I learned a lot about what I was doing wrong, and gladly so, because that's the main reason I'm doing these videos, these copying videos, is to learn stuff. I was using blending modes, which I don't usually do while I'm painting. I just kind of go for it. So lots of luminosity, lots of multiply. How Kiwi was using luminosity, it didn't really show up the same way when I was using it, but it didn't seem to be so different that I couldn't get a decent image at the end of it. It's not perfectly done, I guess. I mean, Kiwi does hair a lot better than that. That was a very difficult kind of hairstyle for a start, and hair colour to try and render in the way that Kiwi does, because Kiwi usually uses one main colour, usually, so they don't really have to worry about all that stuff, and the curls with just an adventure to colour. Render, I guess, is more appropriate, but at the same time, it wasn't so bad that I couldn't get away with it. You know, it still passes for hair, especially when I put the stray strands in. That really made a difference. This is definitely the best painting I've done digitally. I thought the last video was, but it definitely wasn't in comparison. The contrast really upped my game, and I know now that when I think I have a lot of contrast, I really don't, and that goes the same way for my 14-day challenge. It's not really that contrasty when it really should be. I really need to be approaching near white and near black. I wouldn't really use full white and full black in an image. It's not really my type style, but when I was drawing in Kiwi style, I got pretty close to full white and full black. The teeth aren't that great. I'm not the best at drawing sharp teeth because it's not especially something I practice a lot. The horn didn't really turn out how I wanted it. I couldn't paint it how I originally drew it, so I just did something a lot easier. I probably should have still went at it from the same kind of angle I drew it at, but I don't know, what can I do? I'm not that well practiced, I guess. But I would definitely love to do this kind of thing again, just so I can learn stuff from artists that I follow, that I feel that trying to imitate their style will actually give me something in return, as in information wise and skill wise. So someone like Sarah Teppers, if I'm saying her name right, Teps, I don't know, but she has quite a lovely semi-realistic style that's really delicate, I guess, and I'd like to try something like that. Something that's not so realistic is a comic artist I follow on Tapastic, actually, and Instagram, called Forever99. I just kind of really like how they do hair, and I'd like to try that. Something that's probably going to be a bit way too difficult for me, but I think I should still try anyway. Something called Wlop. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but it's WLOP, all capital. I always say Wlop. I don't know. Some people actually just spell it out, but another one, Rost Rules, is quite a very saturated style, and I don't really use a lot of saturation in my drawings, and I'd like to try and incorporate that a lot because it does look really nice. It doesn't really look realistic, but it looks appealing to the eye, all that saturated colours. Another one, Hibatan, just another rendering thing, really. Also Relsily, really like how they draw. I do think I'd be able to learn a lot from their rendering as well. Not as realistic as some of the others I've mentioned, but still, I like their use of lighting and the really bright, contrasty stuff. Loish, or on Instagram, Lois Phoebe. I like to try theirs, and Whip Swirl and Cyrene, mostly just because they have that half cartoony, half semi-realistic stuff that I want to try. Because the comic I'm supposed to be working on right now has kind of more painterly type style that I want to do. I definitely want to do it, I just don't know how far I want to go, and I really shouldn't be doing these crazy paintings, because this one in particular took me about 10 hours to do, so the speed paint was really rushed, but I still think it's good practice, and I do learn a lot from it. and I'd like to continue, I guess. Yeah, I'd like to continue it. But anyway, that was my attempt at some kind of structured talk. Hope you liked the painting, hope you liked the video, and I guess I'll get working on my comics now. See you in another video, possibly. Farewell.